Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter gyms and fitness app inside. Today we need to see this here the trainer user list as well as the trainer profile detail screens need to develop here. First of all need to see these designs inside the XD files. Now need to open here the XD files. This trainer tab bars we need to develop inside need to list out here the trainer users list and to also need to set this here the locations ratings as well as the names and to details show this here, and then after click events we need to set here and to open this here the trainer profiles need to show this here like this need to develop inside the flutters. Let's write down here how to write inside the flutter codes. First of all we need to go inside the top tab view and to create here the new folders and to give this here the name as a trainer. Create here the new folders and to give this here the name trainer is small like this. Now we need to create here the new files inside the trainer folders and to give this here the name trainer tab screen dot art. And now need to create here the stateful widgets and to give this here the name trainer tab screen. And now we need to import here the material dependency and look like this creates. First of all we need to import here the all needed image. We need to import here import this image folders. Now need to paste this here like this, and now need to create here the list array for the screen. And I have already prepared this array and to put this here and to paste this here like this. First of all need this here the name details image rating locations wise need to set here and to put this here. Now need to develop here the scaffolds for the screens. So need to developing here to write down here the scaffolds and to set here the body and to set here the list view builder separators and to create here the context indexed and to return here containers these sets. Now need to create here the separators context indexed, then after need to give this here the x height size box height. So need to give this here and to set this here the 15 like this settings. Now need to set here the list array dot length. We need to set here like this configure this here, and also need to set here the padding. We need to set const edge is inset symmetric horizontal. So need to set here the 20 and vertical need to set here the 20 like this configures here. Now we need to save this, and first of all need to go inside the top tab view screens and to configure this here the UI const and to give this here the top tab view screens and to save this here like this. And now need to create here the trainers row need to develop here. First of all need to create this here the new files to give this here the name trainer row dot dots like this creates. Now need to create here the stateless widgets and to give this here the name trainer row, and we need to create here the materials. Now first of all need to pass here the some final variables need to declare here. First of all need to need this here the map objects variables, then after final void callback event. So need to write down here the on press event like this, and now need to import here the parameters in these constructors. Now first of all need to create here the inkwell buttons like this, and we need to set this here the on tab events is equal to on press. We need to configure this here, then after we need to set here the childs and to set here the container, and we need to set here the padding const edge is inset symmetric horizontals need to set this here the 15s, and also verticals need to set here the 15s, like this configures here. And then after need to create here the decorations, and to set this here the box decorations need to set here the color t color text bg. And then after need to set this here the borders border all, and to set here the colors as a t color borders, and to give this also here the width as a 1. Then after need to set this here the borders radius circulars need to set here the 15, like this configures, and throw this UI. And now need to set this here the child's inside need to create. First of all need to need this here the row, and like this configures, and to set here the clip are rect. And we need to set here the border radius circulars. We need to set this here the 25, like this sets here. And we need to set here the child's as a children's assets object, and to set here the image. And now set here the width as a 15 and height as a 15, like this configures. And to set here the fit as a box fit over, like this. And now need to give this here the width space. Need to set here the const sized boxed, and we need to set here the width as a 20, like this. After we need to call this here the expand, and we need to set this here the column children's, and also need to set this here the cross axis elements as a start. And now need to set this here the text object, and set here the name, and also need to set this here the styles as the text styles. And we need to set this here the color as a t color primary text. And also need to set this here the font size 15, so need to set here. And font weight to give this here the 600, like this configures are the needs here. And to set this here for these titles. And then after need to display here the details, like sets here. And last need to first of all need to create here the row children's, like this configures. And we need to first of all the creates here the space, like here, to set here the const value. Then after we need to set this here the image assets, and we need to set this here the locations copy relative path, and to paste this here. Now need to set this here the width as a 10, like this configures. And also need to sized box width, we need to set this here the 4, set here like this. Then after need to configure here another locations name. And now need to set here the font size 12, and light fonts need to set here 300. And also need to change this here the details fonts, need to set here the font 12 and light, like this sets here. And to save this here. And now need to need this here the one library for the reading bars, need to set here. First of all need to go this here the space, and to import this here the flutter underscore rating bars, and to import this here like this. And now need to go and to create this here the rating box. First of all need to give this here the sized box pix into pix, set this here the 150. And Now we need to open this here the flutters rating bars clips we need to opens and to go this here the redeems and to find out here the basic codes. Now need to copy here this line of code, and now inside we need to put this here the code here, paste here. Now import this here the app rating bars and you see set this here and to set here the child like this here, and initial value we need to set this here the object dot rate like this here, and we need to set here the horizontals count as a set like this here const value, set here the spacing we need to set here the 1, and then after we need to configure this here the one more property item size, and we need to set this here the 15s, and also need to ignore this here the widgets, ignore pointers and ignores as a set true, set here the const value, and we need to save this here like this, configure this here. Now need to go inside the tab screens and to configure this here the trainer row, and to give this here the value the objects, and to pass this here the list array of index of value and on press event like this configures, and to save this here. Now need to run this project without here the trainers, and to change this here the UI. First of all maybe mistake here, set trainer tabs and look like this UI are the showing here similar to our XD designs. Now need to open here and to show this here both are same like this show. Now need to create here the trainer profile screens. Need to develop here like this UI. First of all need to find out here the before creating here the profile screens. Now need to copy this all codes, and now need to create here the trainer folders inside the new files, and to give this here the titles as a trainer profile screen dot dots, and now paste this codes here and to rename this here and to set here the trainer profile. Now need to no needs here the text, we need to remove here, and also no needs here the vertical space, we need to set here the tens, and set here the trainer image. Now need to copy this relative path, and we need to paste this here like this sets. Then after set this here the titles, and also need to set here the descriptions, and to replace this here now need to change this here the font. Well, lights need to set here the 300 for this weight like this, configure this here's needs, and remove this here the email address no needs. Now need to create here the row, and to create here the children's, and to call this here the expand, and need to between need to give this here the some space, and to create here the buttons of the followers and follow and contact expands, and to set here the round button, set here the titles as a follow, and set here the height the 35, and also need to set here let's see, copy here to paste this here, and now need to set here the sized box width and 25 and constraint font like this sets here, and also need to like this UI are showing here, save here, Now need to give this here the click events need to set here, and also need to unused codes need to remove here. Save. Now need to go inside the trainer tab screen and to write down here the on press events. Context dot push extension methods need to call this here context dot trainer profile screens and write like this save here. Now need to click here any profiles and look like this show here, and first of all need to set this here the remove here the padding issue. Need to fix this here inside the screens. Now need to go inside the training profiles and we need to set here the paddings. These paddings we need to set this here the false here, copy here and to paste this here. Now need to save this here. Now we need to create here the ratings, followings and followers UI we need to develop here. Here first of all need to create here the padding controls. Before need to create here the row and to set here the children's, and need to first of all set this here the extensions expanded and to add down here the column and to set this here the main axis size as a minimum and so set here the children's inside text. Now need to copy here and paste this here. And also need to set this here the cross axis alignments as a center. Now need to set here the rates odds and also need to font size 12 bold we need to set here. Wait, set here 700 like this configures. Copy here and to paste this here like this and to remove here the bold fonts and give this here the value as a rating and set like this here and save this here look like this showing here, and also need to set here the padding vertical set here the 10 and to show this here set here 10 is good. Now again so need to copy this here the expanded columns and to paste this here, and first centers need to give this here the following and then after need to configure this here follower. So this here now need to set here the container width 2 and heights need to set this here the 45 and set here the color t color borders and this set. Now to copy here and to paste this here sentence like this show and to displaying here like this UI similar to our designs. Now need to develop here the social buttons need to develop. First of all need to create here the row and set this here the main axis alignments as a space around like this here and create here the children's. Now need to set this here the inkwell on tab event and need to set this here the children's as a image sets assets and need to set this here the width as a 25 and heights as a 25 like this sets. Now need to give this here the color Facebook icons, copy relative path to paste this here and to save this here. Show like this here the Facebook icons. Also need to set here the padding symmetric and to set this here the verticals as a 15s like this configures and to show like this here the UI. Now need to copy and to 3 times paste this code and to replace one by one icons. Then after need to set this here the Twitter icons, after need to Instagram icons, and then after YouTube icons need to place this here and show like this here the UI. And then after need to develop this here the dividers between the here social arts, after need to create here the one divider. Write down the dividers, set here color, color borders, and need to set here heights as a one like this configures and save this here. Look like this show here the dividers. And then after need to create here the one common widgets need to develop here. First of all need to go common widgets and to create here the new files, title, subtitle, and you need to set this here. Now first of all need to copy this here the icon, title, subtitles, buttons, quotes, and to paste this here and to rename this here icon, subtitles, buttons like this sets here, and to remove here icon, no needs like this, and also here, and remove here no needs row like this. Now first of all need to set here the inside the configurations are the set here the titles and to set here the center. Now need to set this here the container background color txt PG colors, and also need to set here the border walls, and to colors as I set the color borders with to give this here the one like this set. Then after need to change this here the font size 14, and also need to set here the subtitles and to set this regular primary text and to save this here. Now need to use this here the buttons inside the profile screens, titles, subtitles, buttons like this. Paste this here and to show this here like this UI, and also need to remove here the padding, go definitions, and to remove this here the vertical padding. Set here the 10 this show, and also need to do this here the padding here symmetric verticals, set here the 10 and show this like 35. Now and also need to decrease here the radius, set here 10 show, and display goods. Now another buttons need to develop here. Now need to copy here, paste this here different buttons like this sets, and to showing like this here, and one by one need to set this here the titles. Now set here the awards based in muscle weight like this sets here. Then after publish articles we need to get here the button, and we need to set this here. Then after we need to another buttons, titles need to change this here. And last ones like this showing here and displaying here, and this UI similar to show here the UI. And need to set here the round corners need to decrease. First of all, need to configure this property inside the round buttons. Now need to find out here the button logics, and to set here the radius property final double, and need to set here the radius. Semicolons, and now need to this dot radius, and to set this here the 25, and to this here this value as like this. Save, set here radius, and set this here the 10. Copy here, paste this here, and save this here. Look like to similar to our designs, and showing this here the same as the HD files. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any questions, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.